guess I've got tanks.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think anything that hasn't recently won a tournament is probably fine.
Okay.
For the field, right? Because if you're knocking Greenlight out so early that the reality is you see Greenlight as a worry because of the greens, and then suddenly she gets beaten up and is dead. Well, that's educational.
Yeah.
Giving her a gun isn't really going to help her if she gets killed. Normally, I'd expect that she's not that exciting.
You're a little fuzzy audio-wise. I'm not sure.
Any better if I bring the mic closer?
Not really. I wonder if it's like... No, it's... I'm not sure what it is. It's like, it's not that you sound soft. You sound fine, just you fuzz out a little bit. No big deal.
Okay.
All right.
I'll work on more enunciation.
So, we are live. This is Cameron from Arbitrary Hero. I am joined by Henry Yandel of, oh god.
I guess.
Oh shit. No, I got it. Peacekeeper. Freelance Peacekeepers. I almost
Close
said
enough.
like Mercadian Mercenaries, and I don't know where that name popped into my head.
It's snazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, freelancepeacekeeping.com.
Yeah.
Death's Head, basically.
Yeah, and fellow Alpha Trion Protocols member. So we've tried to schedule a stream for us to play test some stuff for like 2 weeks now, but just life has been insane on both sides. So we'll be trying some stuff out. I think Henry, you wanted to show off first your idea for Greenlight, so I'll put her up on screen. All
Excellent.
Right. So let me make her. Oh god, dang it! It's like grabbing the frame behind her instead of her. No, I want Greenlight. There you go. Okay.
she's elusive.
She's nice and big now. If you want to talk to people about what you're intending to do here.
Sure. So this is pre-play testing, really. This is an idea to try and give Greenlight something extra. Definitely other cards with green pips would be good for her. But one of the issues I've had playing with Greenlight in the past is you work hard to get your green pips, you got your triple lineup. Ideally, you're playing 3 actions, 3 paddings, and even then you've just given her +6, so a lot of work has given you a 9. And you can't be that all-out aggro because she's probably dead before you got to that much card draw. And so the idea was, well, wave 5, you really want a Sonic Stun Gun on her because you want to drop all 3 of those, and that's 12 extra attack for her big hit there. And getting that and the others, my contention is that's a lot of work as well. So I wanted to see what happens when you give Greenlight a Sonic Stun Gun from the beginning. Like, just start her off with the gun. It's protected because you can't scrap it from her while she's in her ult mode. And you sit there, you build up your green cards, and hopefully she's got a 15 hit in her. So no longer is she someone that the opponent can just ignore. Like, she's a danger. And if you have another good danger in the deck, then your opponent's stuck as to who they want to take out, and you can balance the damage. So the hope is you get one good green light hit. It doesn't matter that you just blew all those cards in your hand, because all you wanted was that one big green light hit. So that's the plan.
And this is, we've shown off stratagems in different states, alpha, beta, like as we've been working on wave 2. There's definitely cards that have had a lot more play testing on them. This one is still an early idea. I think you wanted me to
yes
highlight that point.
Yes, early alpha. This is basically, how does it go? Like, how does this feel? I know that the Sonic Stun Gun trick with her is fun, but is getting this on her too quickly too good? Am I blowing one of Cameron's bots off the table really early on because of how quickly you can feed those greens into your hand? Or am I in fact frustrated that I still can't get a good shot out of Greenlight before she dies?
All right, so actually that's a good point. In testing that, so you've got a deck for Greenlight. I was thinking of loading up tanks, but maybe they're not representative with their high defense value.
Mm-hmm.
What if we let's grab these guys from the last tournament. Actually, these guys might be... Oh, this is Stefan's deck list. Let's not do this one.
Let's not do that one. I think Chrome Dome also is a little aggressive for a deck that is trying to accumulate some actions in hand.
Yeah, let's what do we have in here? You know what? Let's go back to like some classic. It's been a while since I played this one. How's this look?
Let's give it a shot. Ugh, let's give that a shot and run away.
So I think this will help illustrate. Right, the idea is for you to punch horrible off the board. I assume in this sort of matchup.
That would seem to make sense here, yes. And I've gone with Perceptor so that I also have another person who can try and do the punch. And I'm interested to see if the card draw for Perceptor actually helps Greenlight, because obviously I'm going to lose some cards as well. So is it bad or is it good?
To make it clear for everyone, let me move Greenlight up to your side of the table.
Sounds good.
There we go. Scorp X7 asks, are you going to be making strats for the playing characters in the set? It's funny that you should mention that, Scorp X7. We have a couple of those that maybe we'll get time to trying them out on stream. Do you want to just go first, Henry?
Yes, I figure that way you're always testing in their best light, so if they do badly, you know it's lame.
Yeah. We have a couple ideas for some different blank characters. That's something... So we've grouped up into like the ATP team. We've got different focuses. There's a group of us working on combiners. We all test each other's stuff, but there's a group of us spearheading combiners. There's a group of us spearheading new characters, a group of us spearheading battle cards. One person that's kind of been super focused on the Primus format, one person that's been super focused on the Junkion format, and then Henry and I have kind of been doing a mix of stuff, but I think we've been more focused on retro strats than the others. I think that, right? Is that
yes,
accurate?
absolutely.
So because of that, I know Henry's come up with a couple blank strats, and I have a couple. I don't know if we're testing any blank character strats today. Is Grapple blank on one side?
No, Grapple's... Yeah. Oh, what's he?
I'll have one.
No, Grapple's awesome on one side. Yes, I'm forgetting. He does 4 damage when you flip into ult.
Okay,
That's what we want to unlock, right?
Yep.
That's you want that more often.
I'll spoil the one that I'm working on. I'm hoping it'll be a viable Junkion strat to give Stefan an aneurysm and hopefully not kill him, but just tweak him a little bit. I am working on bringing Insecticons back, not to standard constructed, but to Junkion. So it'll be like the Chop Shop that JIhen is playing, the Barrage, and then Blank Bombshell getting a common stratagem. All right, so I'm going to draw 3, and first turn is yours.
Sounds good. Up for you. Interesting cards. Now, I'm definitely going to be, I think, using Perceptor as my initial flip point to get him lined up. Now, if Horrible lands, I'm not thinking my Greenlight Safeguard is as exciting as I might want to let it be. Plus, I don't want her to get taken out in 3 hits. So it does feel like Mr. Chop Shop's the important one.
That one's one that I was wondering about, if you can upgrade Greenlight with... Or if you can have an upgrade on Greenlight if she gets, like, Sturdy as a possible stratagem idea. But that might be too little too late if her Safeguard's already turned off at that point.
Yeah, like, she's Sturdy if she has a weapon, if she has an upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was tricky. And I mean, even if I did, like, if I attacked with her, even without Horrible throwing stuff into it, you're hitting her for 3 on the first one, and then you got 2 more people who take her out. So there's no way I think I can send her out first in this lineup. But equally, I need that Perceptor flip to draw a few cards, so it's got to be Chop Shop being sacrificed. And we go into Horrible to hurt him if we can. Flipping a couple. So I'm just a 4.
Yep. I'm blocking 2 of it, taking 2.
And I'm going to ditch my pips with the improvised, and I think I want the backup beam because that's going to help me search for greens.
Sorry, I'm sharing. Okay. So I think with Perceptor, I'm the beatdown list. So I want to punch Chop Chop as hard as I can right now. We're going to flip Horrible, like we do always every turn. Oh, why did Grax?
Because why not?
Yeah, I don't understand why Grax flipped. There we go. Okay, what do I have in my hand that I want to play? Is it really just... I think I'll Rock Toss. I'll Rock Toss Green Light, right? Why not? Because let's go ahead and turn that safeguard off. And
so you Rock Toss into Chop Chop because it has to be tapped.
Oh, right. Rock Toss is tapped. Okay,
Yep.
I Rock Toss Chop Chop, and then I'll ping Horrible to ping Green Light.
Sounds good.
And then we're going to go Plane into Chop Chop. Okay, swinging for 7, Pierce 3.
Defending for 4.
Yeah.
So we're taking the 3. And I'm immediately into my green hunt.
Yep. Yeah, what do you pick up there? Scoundrel's Blaster doesn't do you a lot of good, but it's still a weapon.
I think the Scoundrel's Blaster I have goes, though, and I take the Secret Dealings, because it lets me keep hunting.
Yep. Alright, your turn.
Yep. The card. So we immediately do the Flipper Perceptor. And we're hoping for one of my triple 3s to show up. I got a War of Attrition at the very least. But what we also have here, which is gorgeous, hopefully, is Disarm, which would let me put everything back on Green Light. Take everything off Green Light and load her up again if she lives.
Yep. And
of course, Equipment Enthusiast is another nice one.
yeah, I'm thinking, like, I don't want you to... It's all actions. I don't want you to have both a Mission Briefing and Equipment Enthusiast. So I definitely want to split those up. Make you pick your draw. Let's put War of Attrition with Mission Briefing. Yeah, because I feel like I'm forcing you. Like if you want the green pips, you'll take those. Yeah. That doesn't feel right, but I tend to screw myself with Perceptor choices, so it feels on brand.
And I think a reality of this deck is that I have to accept losing some of the triples. So obviously I've got 3 different triple actions, and I've got 2 triple upgrades available. So I can afford to lose an action, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of honed in on the Disarm and Equipment Enthusiast and was thinking, like, let's make you just bury...
Yeah, you want me to lose a war, and I can't afford to lose another one of my actions or such. So that pops a bunch of things in my hand. I'm going to back up Beam on Perceptor for the hunt. And then I think we're going to Equipment Enthusiast immediately.
Hey, Eldritch Prince, how's it been going?
And I will just show a card in my hand. Of course, I got a War of Attrition. So we are going to send Perceptor into Sky Shadow Plane.
Yep.
Let's go green hunting. So he attacks for 4.
I'm blocking 2 of it.
And now I got some good green choices here. Perhaps too much, because I got 2 puddings and 2.
You can only pick
of
one.
Those. So the War of Attrition we know is useless right now. We'll take the Focus Fire for no particular reason.
Was there any temptation? Who's the other? There's a character that lets you pick up a second.
Wolfwire.
Yeah.
He's a little big.
Though. Yeah.
I actually see, like, if there was a do something else for Green Light, giving her that kind of Wolfwire ability to add a green to hand might be another way to speed her up, rather than just literally giving her the Sonic Stun Gun immediately. So we'll scrap all of those.
That's so Eldritch Prince is in chat. He's the one that's been working with me on a rail racer idea. I think you've seen it once before, but I'll have to get some more definition. It's not in like an octagon ready state to test out, but rail racer is a pet project of mine. I love that character, and Eldritch Prince is a big train guy. So his favorite is oh god, I can't remember now, the 6 train combiner. Is it literally called Six Train? That doesn't seem right. Let's see. Transformers Train Combiner. I'm sorry, Eldritch Prince. Raiden, I failed you.
Oh yeah, the Japanese one.
Um, Mine is Rail Racer, just because Car Robots was a sweet cartoon. Okay, now I can do all the things. So green light's gonna punch me, and green light is 8 stars. I think I rock toss again into Chop Shop.
Okay.
Ping Horrible for one. Ping Chop Shop for another one. Raiden is not your favorite? Oh, I kind of assumed that he was your favorite because whenever we talk about trains, I think you mentioned Raiden. I'm gonna do tank stuff. Maybe I just try and kill Chop Shop for right now. So we'll go 8, and I know you're flipping defense, so I don't know if I get there, but you flipped some double blues already, so maybe I've got a chance here. We'll switch Horrible, drop 1 to move it over to Chop Chop.
There you go.
All right. Tank and a Chop Chop.
Doesn't seem good for Choppy.
I'm swinging. Oh, I've got Peace Through Tyranny in the list. That's my bad, because this is an
Well,
old list.
Empty green knowledge pips.
Yeah. 10.
Okay, and I'm defending for 4, so he be gone.
Oh,
So
Rail
I
Spike.
want the pudding. I don't think the pudding is of any use. It's a bit late, given I've watched 2 of them go by.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play
if it's
Noble's
your
Blaster.
only armor.
So
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's your only armor, put it on green light to protect her, right?
Yeah. It's not going to hurt too much. Okie doke. Throwing. Grenade. Rock toss.
Yeah, sorry.
So I'm still protective, and I want to flip Perceptor. And what have I got? Obviously, I'm queuing up some stuff later on. The extra padding doesn't hurt right now. So that feels a good thing to pop on, giving me a +1 from at least the Sonic Stun Gun.
Yep.
But I think I'm still protective. I don't want my Stun Gun vanishing, right? That's my big hit. So I'm going to stick in this mode. And now I'm looking to what I have elsewhere.
So you do, yeah. So right now, stun gun is a +2.
Right. I'm going to play a Secret Dealings, give myself another one.
Yep.
Draw a card. I can plan one, but I probably have no great desire for that. There's no value in it. So that's consumed, and I've already flipped, so we will send green light in. Given, what is she? She's a 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. I'm not taking the plane out, so I might as well hit him.
Okay.
So she's hitting for 6.
I'm taking 4.
Okay. Seems good. And I'm going to ditch a disarm, and I will take the triangulator. And it's your turn. So I think a definite part of this kind of searching for triples is it quite quickly becomes obvious to you what's in my hand.
Yeah.
You can tell what I'm searching for, because I can't afford to not make it obvious.
Yeah.
So counter-espionage is pretty evil.
Does this do me any good this turn? We'll switch modes. Yeah, and counter-espionage, I think I'm running as a 1-of in this list. This is like an old Wave 5 list. Who am I worried about hitting harder? You don't have the extra paddings. You do have... I don't think I can kill green light in 1 turn. So I think I play a fusion borer, and then I will play a secret action and go horrible in a green light.
Okay. 3.
Oh, ping horrible for 1 to ping green light for 1.
Done.
All right. Swinging 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
She defends for 2, taking 9. You almost did it.
Almost.
There you go. Come to me, triangulator.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want focus, but sure, I'll take focus. So who am I ditching for that, I think?
Yeah, Sea of Falling Stars. That's actually the Ultra Magnus Jetfire deck list. Who just ran that at a tournament? Richard Wyatt from Transform Your Game. And I think he did pretty well. I don't think he got top 4, but I think he placed top 8. It was a 22-man event with the ATP strats. And it was a fun deck all about just keeping Ultra Magnus armor around.
Yeah, it seemed to cause people troubles. Okay, draw for turn. Now, my issue with Greenlight, of course, at this point is she's so injured, I can't afford to not.
Yeah, you have to swing with her.
I've got to swing with her, which is unfortunate because the Equipment Enthusiast I'd love to follow up with would be quite a nice card draw.
Yep.
So we got to flip her because we're looking for the big one. We are going to double focus fire her.
Yeah.
We're going to triple triangulate her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's get our math here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green pips have been played, and that's giving us 10 extra.
Yes.
So we're currently hitting 15.
5 for the stun gun, and then 5 for green light.
Exactly. So she's a 15. I've played all my actions. I'm going to have, let's see. So I begin. We're going to send straight into your horrible dude.
Okay. I mean, you still might kill, because I only have 14 health. But I do have a hold the line to heal for 1.
And I can only do 8 damage, so it's not going to take the whole way. But let's see how big a hit I can pull out.
Yep.
I will focus 3. Which we will scrap the double blue that's hiding in there. It's also interesting on the focusing there is, do I want... So there was a focus fire coming up.
Yep.
Even I don't want it in hand necessarily. Do I want that in hand or not? It's something I'm actually thinking about what I can pick up. But
yeah.
We'll go ahead. I've got bold 3, so flipping 5. Only got the 1 extra orange there. So I think we were, 15, 16 as the attack?
Oh, boy. So, yeah, the hold the line drops it down to 9, right? And I'm only blocking 1 of it?
To 8. She's an 8.
8. Oh, right. The strat doesn't count.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But, yeah, that's still an awesome attack. Okay, so I'm taking 7, putting me at 10.
So that would have been a knockout, if not for a well-played hold the line. Definitely the best card in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I've got to think about my Perceptor greens as we see how long he can last.
And then I guess... Oh, Scorpack 7. So, yeah, so Daring Escape is a card that, like, Vector Sigma banned it from their events, along with Peace Through Tyranny recently. And I think it's just gotten to the point where people weren't having fun playing with it or against it. Unfortunate. Okay, Magray.
Boom.
1, 1, 1. I'll ping Horrible for another 1 to ping Perceptor. And I'll flip Horrible to move 1 to Perceptor. Yeah, hey Christian, can you see it over here? Here, I'll make it big. This is an early alpha idea, and we're kind of just trying to prove out if it's too dangerous or not. This, my deck is like a standard wave 5 meta deck, unfortunately. Oh, the really crappy thing is I can force you to basically kill Sky Shadow Plane.
Pretty much, yes. Which is this is my bad play, right, of not spreading that enough.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to own that one.
7 Pierce 3.
Defense for 3, takes 4.
move that back down. We've got a couple different lists we're planning on trying out today. I don't know how many games we'll play of each one. It's kind of up to what we feel about what we've learned. Yeah, Christian, horrible Sky Shadow, not bad, not bad.
I use Christian's tournament winning Horrible Sky Shadow in all my initial testing.
Yeah.
I assume that people have advanced it a little, but if I'm having a good competitive game against that, I also assume people will advance whatever I'm testing as well.
Yeah.
So I kind of assume that is if it can do well and basically lose 1-2 but come really close.
Yeah.
Then I kind of feel like a deck is decent. It's like the right level.
Right.
So we got a flip on Perceptor. At this point, deck-wise, it is so greenlight focused that there's probably not a huge amount of excitement here.
Yeah, I think I'll split actions and upgrades, because if you want the extra padding, then you have to pick up the Improvised Shield.
Which I might as well. If you had more cards in hand, I would totally be after that Sonic Scramble, because I love that card. But sadly, you've only got one card in hand, so it's not that exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to put in Perceptor. We're going to play Sonic Scramble to get rid of that card you've got.
Get rid of it.
It's gone. And then, not very impressive Perceptor will go in.
Well, he's still swinging 7.
No, he's in weak mode.
Oh.
So he attacks for 5.
5.
However, that's still
3.
enough to kill him.
Hey!
There's that double orange taking me out.
That means Sky Shadow comes out. We're putting 11 damage on him. Oh, Jesus.
Yes! Victory is Perceptor's.
Alright. Draw for turn. All we're doing is scrapping these. We're going to play a Mounted Missiles in the armor slot. Flip Horrible. And swing Sky Shadow into Perceptor.
Somebody's dead. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He got 6, and then the Pierce kills him.
Let's see. Pierce 7.
I don't think that takes him out.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
I think we'll scoop at that.
yeah, what did we do you want to go first again? Or
I think
do you
the
want
thing we
to
learned
play
there
with
is
something different?
So I think we definitely learnt that generally green light can be protected for a big hit.
Yes.
So
The
that was
issue,
it worked pretty well.
yeah. I do wonder if giving her sturdy while she has safeguard might be a viable option, because like just this matchup is horrible for green light, because horrible just turns it off. Like that part of her card effect doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a good. But at the moment, she's really only got the bot mode effect. Her old effect is so easily turned off, even in most normal games, unless you're going to lead with her immediately.
Yeah.
And if you lead with her immediately, she's dead by the end of the wheel.
Yep.
Assuming she's got any concern ones.
Yeah,
I do think
have
the Sonic Stun Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sonic Stun Gun being on there by default, that almost felt needed.
Yeah.
In terms of my hunting and my needing cards, the backup beam had to go down. I had to go hunting. I'm not sure I had enough time to get that on her and not all the other work.
It wasn't until her second attack that you actually got to go off. You essentially had another overwhelming advantage in your deck by playing 2 3-ofs. Which I don't like. Christian, you might have to help me on the math here. I don't know which one is harder. So, Eldritch Prince. So sturdy, we actually have definition on. We've shared that publicly, right?
Yeah, that's been on some of those cards, I'm sure.
Here,
or at least within the playtest groups that have been streamed.
So I'm going to go to an example, because Huffer is pretty well defined. So this wave is not just new, or not just strats. We're doing battle cards and new characters to support all of the different competitive formats that are being played. So we've got cards for multiplayer Primus, kind of coming out separately, but being worked on. We've got cards for Junkion, and we've got cards for Standard Constructed in Titan 1. So here on the screen is Huffer. So if you haven't seen this Eldritch Prince or anyone Score Pack 7, this is we're not. I don't think we're gonna stack sturdy. Stacking sturdy would be too strong. But as a one of, we're still figuring out how we want to use it best. All right, Henry, what do we want to do next? Do you want to play a green light against a different list, or do you want to try something else?
Let's try the green light one more time with a different list to see if it gets oppressive against something less.
Oh, I don't want to.
Christian Young won a tournament.
Yeah. Okay. What about? Well, why not? Why not try a Titan 1 deck list?
Yes.
Technically both of us are Titan 1 compatible.
Yeah.
So this is essentially, Henry, your deck list from Titan 1 or from the Invitational, but I tweaked it to make it slightly worse.
Why do I not believe that?
What if Greenlight could stack stun guns? Ooh. What
Ooh.
if she can't what if she can't start out with a weapon, but she could play any green pip as if it was a triple stack? That's probably easily broken, but just while we're spitballing.
So the 3 Nobles blasters on her for the 6 Pierce 6 into Decepticons. That's nice.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't just be 6 Pierce 6. It would be 9 Pierce 6 because she'd get +3 from playing them.
Oh, yeah. Well, and also the metal detector, where she can do 3 metal detections on the top of the deck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but if you get an action and you're stuck, it keeps going back on top.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but metal detector's the utility, isn't it? So you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You want Anticipation Engine as her weapon, and you want Triangulator as her utility, so that she's basically stacking the top 3 cards and then just charging it.
Yeah, just
with
she gets to play a mix of 3 actions. Oh no, she could do. I guess you could guess wrong on the first one, but she could do almost up to 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Christian, I wouldn't call Sky Shadow degenerate. Sky Shadow was just meta warping. I guess I'm since I'm not like a pro card player, I don't know all the technical terms for everything. I assume you want to go first again.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
let's do that one. Pop that on there.
I wouldn't call to me degenerate is a deck list that prevents a player from playing the game. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, every deck in Yu-Gi-Oh is a degenerate deck. That is a game for degenerates. Because every time I watch a match of Yu-Gi-Oh, every turn takes 20 minutes because they're playing and comboing and someone's just watching. And I get it. It's got its fans. I don't want to yuck your yum, but if you're the kinky Yu-Gi-Oh player out there, you are not my game. That's where Daring Escape to me is like a degenerate list, but Overwhelming Advantage is not degenerate because that still interacts with your opponent in some way. Where are we at?
So I've got a flip for Perceptor because I think that initial draw from him, or even the second one, that's essential here. And of course, while I'm doing that, Perceptor's getting scarier for you because it's getting cards.
Yes.
The question is always whether I can manage to lure you into send green light out, you hit green light, then I send Perceptor out, and you're like, I can take Perceptor. Can't let him get any bigger.
Yeah.
But then of course green light's threatening it. But I think we'll go Chop Chop to start with here. You would assume you're going to send Fangry out.
Yes.
And go into Fangry.
That's fair.
So that's a 4.
Okay. I'm blocking 2 of it, taking 2. Eldritch Prince, it's not just that OA has a harder trigger condition. Even if Daring Escape was harder, it just doesn't interact with your opponent. Like, you build your deck list, like the successful Daring Escape lists that I've seen are all about just trying not to play the game until you get the cards in hand that you need. Draw for turn. Okay. So.
And Daring Escape also feels like the one where you need special cards in your sideboard to deal with it.
Yeah.
As opposed to OA, okay, I need to work on how to return cards to your hand, but those are great cards in my sideboard anyway.
Right. Exactly. That was shown at Energon Invitational. Like Turbo Board was there, and One Wide. I don't know if One Wide Prime had become a thing yet, but Turbo Board was there specifically because of Daring Escape. Everyone was running Turbo Board, and then after the EI event at the other tournaments, everyone converted to One Wide Prime and Jetfire to kill Springer for a Daring Escape, and it was like, ugh. It wasn't a ton of fun, and that's where the ATP cards come in, is because we've been playing Wave 5 with Sky Shadow and Horrible since March, so we were like, we can mix things up with some new strats. Okay, so I gotta punch Chop Shop, and Fangry doesn't get his bold if he punches Chop Shop. So who would I send instead? Let me flip. Let's start out with flipping Dark Mount. Then, why not? Well, Magray, we got it in hand. Let's put some damage out there.
I think, unfortunately, on my side, I've got 7 stars here with Chop Shop, and Fangry Crab is probably what I should play, but that's every 7-star drop at the moment is Fangry and Crab.
Yeah. And that's yeah. I know we're working on some new character 7-star drops to kind of tweak that.
Yeah.
Is Greenlight ranged on our other side, or she's specialists tend to just
be
specialists always, right? Yeah.
Oh, I do that so often.
All right, so we'll go Dark Mount into Chop Shop.
Were you doing? Oh no, this isn't Horrible Land. Okay, no extra damage.
No extra damage.
So defending for 2. And you are 7.
Oh yeah, I should be polite and tell you. Sorry, I get distracted by chat.
Well, I'm also so interested in my greens at this moment. It's one of those kind of games where you're like, oh yeah, we did some fighting, but what's really happening?
Someone punched someone.
Yeah, it doesn't matter yet. Forget about the punching. Okay, well, the handheld blaster is immensely dull, and obviously I'm chasing triples.
Oh, I haven't. My Asana task manager just told me I haven't plugged Extra Life for the day. So you guys, everyone watching, you know the deal. Extra Life, blah blah blah. Give me money. All right.
What happens when you get to $4,000?
Nothing happens at $4,000. If I get to $5,000, I will, and I don't like spiders, I will wear a tarantula on my head for 1 minute if I get to $5,000. The caveat, it is $1,400 away, but I am working with someone to sponsor me. They're the one that wants me to do the tarantula thing, so they're going to make a sizable donation, hopefully, and then $5,000 won't be as far away as it seems right now.
So the community goal is get you to 4,000 and someone boosts?
Yeah, exactly. Get me to 4,000 and someone will boost.
Are you also wearing the electrodes at this time while playing Mario and singing a song? Is that like all at the same time?
It's going to happen on the same. Those two are going to happen on the same day. The tarantula thing's probably not going to happen. It happens in 2 weeks during the 24-hour live stream. The tarantula thing will probably happen later because I need to secure a tarantula and get like someone to help me, like a tarantula wrangler or something. I don't.
Well-known people.
Yeah, I gotta work like the logistics on that front.
Okay, let's go triple hunting. What can I get? Oh, 2 triangulators. So what you want to do is
those are splitting up. Yeah. No, that doesn't seem right. Something seems off there.
That seems likely, yeah.
I think I let you. Yeah, that's fine. Like it's gonna be the same pile no matter what, so that's fine. Right.
Oh, you're thinking mission here and disassemble here.
Yeah. That's the key. That's the winning strategy.
Okay, so I've lost Triangulator as a thing to chase, at least for my big chase now. And we got a couple over here to keep track of.
That's what I wonder. So Perceptor is 9 stars. Like he seems like not. Is there another hard-hitting 9-star character?
Especially one with bold. You know, if this was Fangry with the bold 2, that's giving me access to 4 to 6 cards.
Yep.
Yes, Perceptor lets me get 2 extra cards in hand, which is nice, but it has that risk of losing the Triangulator, losing the extra padding, etc.
Yeah.
So someone who's 9 with a big hit, and ideally bold to them, or tough. Actually,
Yeah.
tough may be better. I attack with them first. I'm taking a hit, and I'm hunting for cards, and I know they're dying.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're there to build up green light for her 15 swing.
And maybe Fangry even flips. Like maybe that first attack from Fangry is flip. Now give me tough, please.
Yeah.
And it's all about hunting for things. So we did the flip. I've got some plays.
Maybe we just make Greenlight strat like, because right now she with her strat it's a 9-star slot. Maybe we give her a 3-star strat and just make her huge, and
Make
then
it just over the top fun.
yeah, just give her stupid health, and then just be like, okay, airstrike patrol now. Just like giving her little guys that also get benefit off green.
That I actually pondered for Greenlight another option, which is basically whenever she flips a green, she's getting something, right? +2 defense or something to basically keep her around longer, and liking flipping greens in battle.
Yeah. Scorp, we have not tried this strat with the cards list. Correct me if I'm wrong, Henry. This is literally the first time we're playing
This is game 2.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
this is game 2 for Greenlight.
This is first proof of concept.
Okay, so I'm going to give a. Actually, don't care too much about paddings on her. I'm going to give the padding to Perceptor.
Interesting.
And then I'm going to play the Equipment Enthusiast.
Okay.
Right. And then because I'm trying to draw more cards, 2 more cards in my hand. How's that done on my triples? Behind the scenes, the answer is not well.
Eldritch Prince. So the song that I'm gonna sing, there's a Twitter thread somewhere about it, that people have given me some recommendations. I think right now, what's the oh crap? Isn't It Ironic by Alanis Morissette is winning, but Henry, you dropped in a suggestion, a very different song.
Yes, the 90s classic hit by the Smurfs, I've Got a Little Puppy.
Yeah, yeah. So you can drop a suggestion in that thread or vote on whatever you think.
Oh, or Tarantula. I like the suggestion from the thread of Tarantula there.
What was it? Oh, there's a song called Tarantula. Oh, gotcha.
So I'm going to send Perceptor in on Dark Mount.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep that green light thing going. So, of course he has bold. I forgot that last time.
And he's not ranged in this mode, no. He's a specialist range split.
Yeah, he's specialist ranges.
Okay. You're swinging 5?
Attacking 5, yep.
Oh, I'm taking 2. And hold the line.
Getting through the armor.
I think I do want hold the line. Oh, what do I want to drop for it? Do I drop anything for it? I'm not going to get a cleanup kill anytime soon. Oh, I'll drop a wedge formation for hold the line.
Okay, I'm going to grab that backup beam.
Draw for turn. Hey! Okay. Switch modes on Bone or Demolisher. Ooh, Greenlight's gonna punch someone really, really hard.
I'm guessing you fixed the problem in my deck where I didn't have much orange.
I'm a little more orange. I have some more weapons, but you wouldn't know it looking at my hand.
I think in that tournament, my Demolisher whiffed so often that it really was a 5 PS5 attack every time.
Yeah.
Because I was a little bit too black in all my icons there.
I'm still pretty black. I think like 7 Pierce 4 is maybe where my average sits. Greenlight's gonna swing, but you've got 7 cards in hand. Do I think that you're gonna go off this turn? Maybe not. We'll just Camion. We'll Camion. We'll put I could no, because it's my opponent's cards. Yeah, I can't put it on Demolisher. Or I could, but it would
Right.
still just be damage on
You still
Demolisher.
just take a damage.
I'll put it on Dark Mount, and we'll put 2 on. I gotta deal. Well, you've got blue pips. I'll put it on Chop Chop just to see if I can confirm the kill.
Yep.
All right. Unfortunately, I don't have extra defense, so I'm just flipping 6. Oh, jeez.
Well, the
Okay.
Pierce. Oh no, there's no 0. Wow.
Yeah, it's 0. It's a total whiff. It's the opposite of.
That is my deck at work.
Yeah.
That is
Woo!
reminiscent.
Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks already.
Eerie, isn't it?
I'm going to ditch Disarm because I don't think she lasts long enough for me to do that trickery. And I'm taking the Sonic. Okay, drawing for turn. Where am I looking? I think I go for the early here. So we will switch modes on green light.
Yep.
First, let's remove both those cards from your hand.
Yeah.
Then we will just do a double triangulate. Sadly, I'm only 2 of each one, but it's decent. So what have I got looking here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8,
Plus
12,
8.
13.
13's
And I get to do a couple of focus. So we're going to send him in. Ooh, and what's interesting on this one, sure, Demolisher's big, but knowing the deck, Darkmount can be immortal. And at this point, I don't really know that your deck is orange enough to make Demolisher awesome. So Darkmount, let's see, he's a 13 because of that, plus the 3. So I got to hit 16 on his side. Demolisher is a 10. It's a 13 plus the 3, 16, minus the 4, 12. So I'm going to hit 12 to take Darkmount out, which I can do. Demolisher is currently running 14 health and 4. So he's actually a lot harder to hit, and I probably can't take him. So I think it's got to go into Darkmount.
Makes sense.
We'll take a look at my top 2, get rid of these double blues. At least we'll get rid of Pocket Processor, I think, because I've got to hope for the attack here. Or maybe that would have been good. And then we're attacking with that.
Oh, that's not bad.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah,
green
so
light.
I'm taking 13 of it, and I am a very dead Dark Mount.
No Darkmount for you.
No Dark Mount here.
And Greenlight's not even dead yet, so you know.
Yeah.
So I have hopes.
I think the Chop Chop whip totally costs me the game now because I have to sink Fangry into him to get the kill, instead of just like prepping up. Well, we'll see what I draw.
I think there's still a lot of value there. So War of Attrition is useless really with Demolisher. So the Focus Fire I'm going to want to grab and ditch a Secret Dealings.
I mean, War for Attrition is still like if you have them in hand, it's still a +6.
It's still a +6, but I don't have one in hand. So
Yeah.
And you would not sink it on Demolisher. You'd sink it all on Demolisher with that armor sitting there.
Yeah.
You go.
Is this really the? Ugh. Okay, Fangry's going in with 6 bold 2, which probably is like flipping Demolisher doesn't really do me any good at this point. I think he just sits here. At least I'll take away Chop Chop's attack.
Yep. Or even me trying to save it to flip to heal or something silly.
Yep. Okay, so
it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, 8 pierce 3.
There he goes. So the thing that I like with the Sonic Scramble there is if I can get all 3 off, I'm drawing 3 new cards, and that might give me what I need for the upgrade to get 3.
Yep.
So it kind of pays. Obviously at this point I'm hunting Focus Fires, I think, so we'll grab that. And we're standing up. I'm going to imagine that you're still probably looking good game-wise, just due to the general averageness of most of what I've got as cards to try and get all these triples. but I never know. I guess I do now still have green light as a possible big hit.
Yeah, I think green light would survive both a demolisher and a fangry attack unless I get like a grenade launcher or something. I mean, scrapping my hand with the sonic scrambles, like now I'm playing off the top of my deck, and I think
Right.
tanks can't really afford to do that as well as something like bugs or airstrike patrol could.
So I'm definitely switching Perceptor because he's now the flipper. I don't care about flipping green light again. Possibly a rapid. Oh, actually, some escape routes in here might be useful to let me not have quite so much flip battling between them early on. I'll give a backup beam to Perceptor. So that is +2 for green light. And we'll also throw out a couple of focus fires. So she's now at +6 with bold 3. And I think I kind of want to send her into Fangry.
I think that makes sense. It's more likely that.
I can cause you trouble with that one, I think, as opposed to Demolisher,
Yep.
where you're blocking a lot of it, I think. So we're going to Fangry. Focus 2. And they're both blue, so I think they can both go. Flipping 5. Well, we have to roll things back. That was a flip of 25, so I don't know how that one works. I guess I'll take the top 5 and then we'll shuffle the rest in, maybe.
I think you'll take take the
1,
yeah.
2 for that, 3 for the bold, and then 2 more. Kids, it's really important to look at what you put in the text field. So we'll go ahead and shuffle my everything, put that together again. So she got nothing extra there, but still it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11.
Blocking 2, taking 9. I live by 1. Yes.
Sounds like it. Yep. Yet again, she survives. He survives. And so at this point, I now want to look at some interesting options. Definite lack of damage cards in this deck.
Yeah,
Beyond.
if I guess
The war would be great, but
yeah, right now Demolisher can protect Fangry from getting War of Attrition. And I haven't seen. I guess is that the only green pip damage? Probably, because that would be super strong.
yeah, I think I went hunting for that because I was like, I want more damage, and was like, nope, not got it. Well, the improvise can go, and I think given my deck has a general blueness, I will take the Noble's Blaster because at least it's a positive.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of those, get rid of this, and it's your turn. And at least I have you top decking now.
Yeah, you do. Oh, I hate it, but I think I play Wedge. Heal Fangry for 1. Draw a card. Hope it's a weapon. Not a weapon. I know Fangry's protected. So I go Demolisher into... Oh, I hate that.
You had to flip for the ranged.
Yeah. I don't want to waste that attack. Let me look at my scrap. There's a lot of orange in my scrap. Yeah, I think I'll still go Demolisher to green light here.
Okay.
For 4 Pierce 1.
Get rid of both the cop there, much as a processor is still quite exciting. That's where we focus. Defending for 5, taking 1.
Yeah, Christian, it's been fun. I mean, like, there's the playtesting channel on Vector Sigma's Discord, where we get a ton of great information. But I tend to like just sharing, like, here's what we're working on. I know groups like to do things differently, but for us, I think our open playtesting and getting good feedback from everyone has been a big part of that. Yeah, Christian, did you playtest Soundwave? Let me know how that one went, Yakari.
So I think I've still got to keep flipping Perceptor because I've not got a big hit lined up here yet.
Yeah, let's do Sonic Scramble and Improvised Shield, and then Equipment Enthusiast and War of Attrition.
At this point, you start to get a bit brain dead as to, did I lose a War of Attrition earlier or a Sonic? I think I lost a Sonic. But with this deck, I think I actually need those oranges to stay. So we're going to lose these. Okay, it's got him boosted up a bit there, but he's not going to get as much excitement. I'm going to Sonic Scramble your card away.
Damn it. Well, that's fine.
We're still in defense mode. Oh yeah, okay, that's not doing anything for you at this point. And then I think we'll stick with that and send in the microscope. He's got his bold 1 on the top. Go microscopes, lots of blues.
Hey, there's a blue of my own. I'm blocking for 4.
I'm attacking for 3, so this was all about hunting for the padding, I think. Improvised Shields goes, I'll pick up the padding.
Yep.
Say goodbye to all those Sonic Scrambles.
Draw for turn. Let's see what it is. Oh, that does me no good. And, yeah, I guess...
So in this game, failing to take Green Light down is actually allowing her to get in a good few hits.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go into her, but it's not gonna be enough. Uh, 6, 8, Pierce 2. 8, Pierce 2.
It's 1, 1. She defends for 3, taking 5. Lost out on the green swap, but I can live with that. Standing up. Okay, what can we get green lights?
Yeah, so the question is, can you spend her attack and kill Demolisher, or do you have to, like, do a Perceptor cleanup kill on Fangry or something?
Well, even killing Demolisher... It's a possible on Demolisher. Let's give this a shot. So I'm going to assume that she's not long for this world. So we're going to start by extra padding a couple on Perceptor.
Yep.
So that's +4. We will switch modes just to line Perceptor up for the future. We will disassemble your durability.
Yeah, that'll work. I draw a card.
Yep, you draw a card. So
Woo!
I've got +6 running there. And then we will send her into Demolisher. Take a look at my focus as always. Ditch the nobles. And flip 2. Ooh, I managed to get to an improvise, that's nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13.
Oh boy. I'm blocking 3 of it, taking 10, which would have killed me at full health.
So she did her job here, even if Fangry takes her out, which is questionable.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got 6, hasn't he? Yeah, he's probably got it.
I think, but you have a very healthy Perceptor.
Yeah.
So I think you've got this one. What would I do here? I think that doesn't help me all too much. I will Fusion Bore just...
Oh yeah, make sure.
Yeah. And then I got to go in a green light. But I think I'd scoop at this point. 7, 8, Pierce 6. So the Pierce kills you.
Yep.
But yeah, it's going to be Kreb versus Perceptor. So I think that's game. So okay.
Yeah,
so
he kills, he does. That was a lot more exciting then on the Sonic Stun Gun with her. Like, she got 3 hits in.
Yeah. So what did we think? I guess more testing without tweaking at first, right? Maybe there's a more effective list. Maybe the horrible matchup is just a poor one for green light. Like, she's just going to have to avoid horrible, but she can be a predator for other lists.
Well, you whiffed a Demolisher hit into her. I mean,
Yes,
like
that
to
is
have
true.
Demolish a hit for 0, she should
Yeah.
have, and she would have not defended for much.
Well,
Like maybe
that was into
the
Chop
focus
Shop.
2. Oh, that was Chop Shop at that point. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a whiff into Chop Shop, but it also forced Fangry to attack into Chop Shop for a turn instead of attacking into her. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think um
Her
so I,
third big hit shouldn't have happened, right? In a
yeah.
normal game
Yeah.
without that whip, I think she'd have got 2 hits off. And that feels like if we're trying to have her do her thing, when it goes well, she should hit twice. When it
Yeah.
goes badly, she should hit once. It's
Yeah.
kind of where things should fall out. And that first game, it went badly. She hit once, great.
And that
And even
one
then,
hit
even if she
was
whipped.
yeah, yeah. It was a one hit that also had hold the line on that turn. It was
Yeah.
just unfortunate.
Yeah, she's really predictable, right? Like in this game, not quite as much because I had to go. I got just enough in hand from, I think, was it an equipment? I forgot what I did, but something gave me just enough cards in hand that I went, oh, I can actually go for it. Let's do 4 cards. That's 8 extra points attack. That's worth it. That's better than waiting for 10 or for
Yeah.
12. And even then, though, she was exposed a little earlier than I wanted her to. But that focus 2 was actually really powerful on her in this deck. Like, I was pushing oranges out of the way.
Yeah.
I was queuing up whites.
Yeah.
And I was also watching a focus fire and thinking, I want it, so let's just leave it.
Yeah. So I think definitely worth exploring further. Like chat said, like trying her out with Airstrike Patrol, see how that feels. I think is a worthy concept. Someone mentioned cars. I don't know that she cares about being a car because she doesn't have a strong flip effect.
She doesn't really want to flip. I guess I could have flipped her back because really what you should have done was got rid of my Sonic Stun Gun after I did my first one.
Yeah.
Because it was exposed, you'd bring out your Enforcement, and away it goes. And I'm like, I only put one in the deck. Curses. But I could have perhaps been flipping her back to protect her if I didn't have Mr. I have to flip Perceptor.
Yep. Yeah, and that's finding a different partner than Perceptor. Someone that just doesn't like, because Perceptor is doing some of the like it's almost like you're playing Chrome Dome against yourself, where it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna take one of these 3 out from the deck list, and I'm gonna take one of these 3 out from the deck list.
It is, but he's also giving you 2. Like, it's kind of tricky in that it's a nice gamble. You're getting 2 cards. Your opponent, yes, like, so I'm running what? I've got 3 triple actions and 2 triple upgrades because I can't really. Oh no, actually, I could put Attack Drone in here. There's no reason why I couldn't have played that on Perceptor to give her the extra bonus. When I thought about the deck, I didn't put it in because I thought of it as I don't want the Sonic Stun Gun to go. So in reality, I should have 3 upgrades, 3 actions. I can afford to lose one. And as you can't force me to put one under, once you force me to lose one, it's a lot trickier for you to force me to lose the second.
Yeah. I try and force you to lose one of each different one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got probably time for one more match before I got to go Betty bye because I get up early in the mornings.
It's late over there. So Grapple, should we give him a shot?
Yeah, if we're gonna do Grapple, let me flip. Turn that off. Turn Grapple on. Let's talk about Grapple for a second.
So let's bring him out.
So Grapple is right now he's modeled as a 2-sided stratagem similar to Wheeljack, which is actually what I'm gonna play.
He is?
Is he not?
No. This is because I have two versions in there, I think. So Grapple, of course, is tricky because he's all about 4 exact colors, which means your deck has to be delicate. And until wave 5, it wasn't even an exciting deck you could put together. And when you flip him back, you can empty your hand and do 4 damage. So my first thought for Grapple was he needs bold 1, tough 1, right? Just make this easier to do in his bot mode. Because I've had games with him where I've got a deck that is tuned only to give him his effect. The cards aren't even that exciting. And I still whiff on the first time he takes 12 damage and he's dead. I was like, that is not the way Grapple needs to be. So step 1 was bold 1, tough 1 to Grapple.
But that is not the current version.
So then the next step was, is that enough? Does he have more? So the next idea, because when I played with him, the flip and lose your hand is really powerful. Like 4 damage is huge. So if you can play a game where you flip grapple, do 4 damage, and you're using it to KO someone, my thought was, let's give you back a little bit of that. So you get 2 cards back. Gambling wise, there's a chance you actually got 2 cards back that will let you flip, because you've got 2 draws before he flips again anyway, depending on escape routes. So it's fair that you can actually line up another flip to 4 only a couple of turns away. And so letting you get 2 cards back is trying to fuel him again. And now he's a 13-star character who isn't a joke, right? Like, you actually, like, he's solid, he's at the heart of the team. You're not going to want to mess around with him. Similar to the Dark Mount, the way the Dark Mount strat suddenly made his flip to bot mode to do 2 damage a real pain in the ass, as opposed to someone who dies really early.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea behind Grapple. Ooh, okay, Grapple, Brawn, Fangry. Ooh, okay. What I am going to be playing, so we've got Wheeljack with his ATP 1 stratagem, Cliff Jumper, and then I'm pulling out Red Alert here because there is a strat for Red Alert that's being worked on. Right now, the version of it's called Paranoia, and it's essentially a weaker Decipher. The thinking here is that at 7 stars... we might buff up Red Alert's health a little bit, but we were trying to figure out like a car partner. So we've got Wheeljack, we've got Legendary Warrior Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper is a strong car. We were trying to figure out that 3rd car slot. There might be a 5-star Autobot car coming out in the future, but for a 7-star slot, we thought, why not take a look at Red Alert? Someone was asking about blank pips. So this is our current idea for him. I'd say compared to other strats, it's a little tame, but giving a car a strong flip effect, I think, just synergizes really well with what cars want to do. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this one a shot.
And this Red Alert one, and I think I had another one in there. They actually predate. They really predate Alpha Trion protocols when I was doing a whole bunch of random ideas for the blank vanilla cards. And that's part of why it's fairly tame. Is before it was a case of how can we use this to make Red Alert a card people actually play, and instead it was me going, what does TF Wiki say about Red Alert? What have I read in comics? What does he want? He hates secrets. He's paranoid. He's not necessarily good at hating secrets, was something you pointed out. He doesn't always get the right end of the stick.
Yeah. And
the idea was, how can we make Red Alert be a little not great in some ways, but at the same time a little bit of a counter secret play.
So this matchup
we roll in this
one? Matter a whole lot because I don't imagine you're playing a ton of secrets. Yeah, let's roll.
And I don't really know because this is Brian Blair's deck that he built to test this out with, that I wanted to take a run with, except that I kicked out Night Racer and put Brawn in because I really like Brawn in the multiple color decks.
I am going to choose to go first because I think I want to try and smack stuff and get some untaps.
Sounds good.
All right, so the Wheeljack strat is nice because I can... Starting out, I can't play anything. Do I flip Cliff Jumper first, or...
So you can tap Wheeljack Strat immediately, do a recycle of your initial hand as such, and then you get to play an armor or utility.
I could do that. I really like my hand though. Why not? Draw 2, or is it draw 2 or draw
1? You got a draw 2 cards, then scrap 2 cards.
Swindled for Autobots.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Without weapons, because weapons would be horrible.
I think I drop... Oh, boy. I think I drop this. And if I... I think I drop these 2, which might say a lot about my opening hand.
Just no weapons.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I do...
Because one of the questions is like flipping that, and then you flip Wheeljack, and you're going in big on turn 1.
Yeah, the problem is,
But you do lose the grenade launcher later.
yeah, that's my only weapon.
Yeah, that's a horrible one to give up.
But it is bold 3. No, I don't think I do that. I think I'll drop the confidence, and I've sculpted my hand a little bit, and I'm fine with that. I'll get some weapons on defense. I know I'm testing Red Alert stratagem, but I feel like he's the one that I send out. We'll switch modes, so we draw a card for Cliff Jumper.
Yeah, one of the problems with a Red Alert stratagem is, he's a 6-star, and so a 0-star stratagem for Red Alert can be quite useful, but a 1-star stratagem means he's up against 7-star characters.
Yeah.
So you can't play a weapon yet.
From the Wheeljack? Oh, it's just armor or utility. You're right.
That was a worry in the initial design mode, was not wanting to play that weapon early on.
I've gotten all confused. I probably shouldn't have used the stratagem at that point.
Well, I mean, that's hindsight. Like,
yeah.
It feels like the notion that you could have sent Wheeljack in, if you'd have got a weak weapon, like you pick up a combat dagger, you scrap that, you flip Wheeljack, and you attack him with bold 3 on top of the 5. Probably doesn't kill Brawn. Definitely hurts Grapple.
Yeah, I'll pull this back in hand. I'll drop the grenade launcher. Fuck it. So we'll actually get some utility out of it. Flip Wheeljack instead of Red Alert. I already drew for that for the Cliff Jumper play, and what I play on him, which I can't play it. I have to play the turbo booster and then flip him, and now I can attack.
Yep.
And I do have the turbo booster, so I get to flip him back in his other mode, and we'll just punch Grapple as hard as we can.
Okay, Grapple.
Spending.
Don't bat me now. I'm counting 4.
6,
but he's in the wrong mode.
8, 9, 9 pierce 2.
Okay, taking 7.
Yep.
And I think someone was suggesting that brave with someone being brave beside Grapple would be very important at this stage.
Yep. I think.
So white-greens are really easy, so I think that wedge formation is quite important because it's an orange-black I get to throw around.
I don't know enough about your list, but I think I'm not worried about the bashing shield.
Yeah, I suspect that's true. Yeah, actually have a pretty decent set of cards. I'm going to ditch Paralyzer Box for Escape Route.
Yeah, Christian, the new Ironhide might be a good partner for Grapple. That's a very good point.
So we have him rather than Fangry over here. And then we're all trucks.
Yeah, and then you're all trucks.
We need a truck deck one of these days that works.
There's Vincenzo from Vector Sigma. I know he's been working on something. I don't think I want to reveal what it is yet, but it's something that could potentially synergize with trucks in an interesting way if it sticks to kind of his initial goal about it.
See, and all that was turn 1, so I only get to play one thing.
Yeah, that was yeah. I blew my load early. I probably blew it too early. I should have just done something else, swung with Cliff Jumper and waited for an untap. That's fine. It happens. You learn. I haven't played Cars since Wave 3, I think. I just haven't bothered with Cars in Wave 4 and Wave 5.
Did I play all melees? I did. Okay. So I'm going to begin just by healing Grapple down, I think, for that one.
Yep. Yeah, because his strat, he has 16 health.
Good point. Let me remember that.
Oh, yeah, because I can see it on my screen, but you can't see it on your screen.
I am just going to go grab a battle card from somewhere. We'll take an aerobot formation. Flip. Going to flip it. And I'm just going to put up here 4 health to remind me.
Oh,
See if that works.
I was like, oh, secret action.
I know, I'm going to try and do this in a way that's send that to that. I just got to tuck it under there or something.
Give him Grax's 5 health. Yeah, Grax's 5 health. That's fine. That works. That works.
So he's got 4 there. Okay, that will help me on the mentals. So he's actually got a lot more than I expected. So that's good.
Yep.
Fangry is smaller than Wheeljack, so we still like probably the likely go in hard with Fangry approach.
Yep.
We're gonna switch Grapple.
Yep.
And send Fangry into Wheeljack. Attack 4 flips. Ooh, that's the kind of colors you want to see.
Yeah, that seems right.
9 PS5.
I'm blocking 2 of it, taking 7.
All for that. That sounds good.
All right, draw for turn. I don't think I want you to hit Wheeljack again. We will... Do we switch modes? Do I switch modes on anyone right now? Maybe I don't. Maybe I flip Wheeljack.
I think you want to do that.
Then I will... I can't do both things. I should switch modes here. I think I start your engines. Switch him back and untap him.
So you get to draw another one.
Do I?
Oh no, sorry, he's not a card. He's going the other way. I got it.
Yeah.
So card to bot mode.
And I do actually get to play an upgrade of some sort here. What do I want to play? Melee. Oh, why not? Red Alert's going to do something. Yeah. We're going into Fangry. We're going to chuck the Javelin at Grapple, because I just want to kill Grapple.
Fear of the Grapple.
Yeah. All right. We're going in for 6. Red Alert actually, if he's bumping up to 7 stars, probably could do with some stats. I don't know if maybe I don't have the latest version.
No, it's pretty vanilla at the moment. It's like there's no stat boosts.
Yeah.
I think the interesting thing with Red Alert is they obviously had the swoop style of like he's supposed to go to bot mode to get his big hit in, and then he's exposed. So do we make the big hit bigger?
Yeah.
Or is that just general? So what did you threw? You did 3 orange, so you attacked for 6.
6, yes.
And I got 2. So
4. Yeah, you take that 4.
And do I want that? Not really.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because like his stratagem can't give defense to one side, and we can't have Red Alert swinging around with like 4 defense in alt mode.
I mean, it can. You could just have it in the text.
Yeah.
That he gets the extra defense there, but I think one of the problems with stat changes on stratagems is how hard it is to remember when you're playing, and for your opponent, it's even twice as hard to remember what's there.
Well, I have enjoyed like when we've been playing in the alpha, like the Titan 1 tournament, I stick the stratagem underneath the character so I can still read the rule text.
Yeah.
And like that.
So you get it just there.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, because I was playing against Bumblebee, and I forgot about the +1 attack. I forgot about the +1 defense, and a bit later, I'd forgotten about the +1 health.
Oh.
Each one of them was like, "Oh, math would have worked if I'd have just known it."
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Red Alert sitting on 12 over there with the occasional risk of a blue, and Grapple can do some serious damage in that direction if I wanted to one-shot Red Alert.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the problem with cars is I pretty much got to be preparing to try and one-shot someone, because otherwise you're just going to keep exposing the Healy one. Yeah. So I am going to leave Grapple in the mode he's in. Just take a risk. I'm going to give Grapple a Paralyzo box.
Hey, okay.
I kind of don't want to use this without finding out what's going to happen, but I'm going to play fight for position on him.
I think that's fair because he's got bold 3 now. Like, he'll get his flips.
Yeah. But I kind of wanted to know how the bold 1 will do, so I'll also take a look at what my first bold 1 gets me and then add 2, I think. And then we could flip Fangry just for that extra defense against people. But I don't believe there's any blue in here, so it's not really worth it.
Christian,
So,
that's a good point. In my mind, like, Windcharger is there as a anti-aggro card, 7-star. He punches in a against an aggro list. He'll punch something really hard and hopefully take a threat. If not, take it off the board, prevent it from doing what it wants to do. Red Alert, I envision as being an anti-control 7-star if we can make it work right. Okay,
I think it's very much a sideboard card.
It is not orange.
Damien,
oh.
curse you. This was the hit that Grapple would have enjoyed.
It goes back on top, right?
Yep, goes back on top.
Yep.
So at least there's no blue hiding there. So I'm going to start with my bold 1 just to see where that gets to. So that got me my 4 anyway. And then a couple
7. All credit to oh, I played against him. Who won the Origins?
Was that Kevin Allen's card
Kevin
deck,
Allen,
or...
yes. All credit to Kevin Allen. He had a great cars list, but Red Alert was really there just because he fit the star count. I think he was just the most efficient 6-star car at that point. I'm just looking too. Okay,
so that was an 11 PS3, sadly.
Oh, missed by 1.
The Paralyzer was so close.
Yeah.
So if that had done it, it'd have been the takedown you want. What other wonders do we have hiding in here? Ooh, and of course an orange-green is an interesting one. The flip back.
And what are you running? I should pay attention. Precision fire. so you have ways to get Red Alert out of combat,
yeah.
Probably.
I don't think there's a lot of card draw to help me get there.
Oh yeah. I'm so used to you having 7 cards in hand from the last match. I haven't been paying attention to your hand size.
Hang on, I'll just draw 5 more. There you go.
All right, draw. Okay, so I can do some stuff. I think first I'm gonna confidence. 1, 2. Oh, scrap an improvised shield and scrap a. Which one of these am I actually going to get value out of? Red Alert's going to die. I want that, and I want that, and I think I want to play that next. Do I really drop this? I think I drop the... I'll drop a Start Your Engines, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at cars. It might be that I'm just bad at cars.
Well, you've got the risk of the... Yeah, if I'm carrying a damage card, that Start Your Engines to pull Red Alert back. I guess he gets a free hit.
Yeah.
If you send that again.
Well, that's the thing is... I will play... I will play a Start Your Engines. Okay. So I can still upgrade someone. And the question is, do I upgrade right now? Because I don't think I need to cycle anyone. Like, I don't think I need to cycle my hand. But
I think you probably missed some wheeljack flips from the stratagem. Because he's got the utility on him, so at the end of every turn you do a flip.
That's only when he attacks. And he hasn't. He only attacked one time. Yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking of a really old, too good version.
So the question is, Red Alert right now is hitting just 3. I could Power Punch Red Alert, which will let me, since I upgraded a car, I get to draw and scrap a card. So I will draw, and I will scrap. don't know if that's right. Then we'll flip Wheeljack and draw a card. Okay. And then Red Alert going into Grapple, hoping that you don't kill him out of combat and then get to steal a Wheeljack kill.
And I've still got 8 health left on him.
Bold 3.
Strats.
6,
Ooh,
Pierce 1.
He whiffed, so he's a 0. So he takes 6, but lives.
Yep.
So that's our first. It's always on the defense. Grapple whiffing. And I can't really afford to pick up a single green pip. Much as the extra draw would be nice. So, draw my card. I think it is playing a Focus Fire on Brawn.
Mm-hmm.
We can only get a PS4 out of that, actually. Because I know I've only got 4 pips in the deck when he goes out there.
Well, that's where I'm wondering. Like, if you're playing the Focus Fire, Sturdy Javelin? No, you're all melee.
Yeah, the Focus Fire, I think, is not a good option on him.
Because you're gonna kill, unless I was assuming you were playing like, you're probably not running Mag Ray because you have Autobots. And what pip is missing from your deck list?
Blue. There'd be no blue.
Gotcha.
So, but the other part is I'm flipping Grapple with only 2 health left.
Ollie. Do you want to say hi? Oh, puppy's on the stream. I guess I don't have my webcam on.
We'll wait for him to make a noise.
Yeah, you want to grunt or something? Be cute. Come on, do something. No, he just wants to cuddle.
No, it has to be a Focus Fire flip on him. Because I'm losing it otherwise, right? It's a wasted card otherwise. So then I am flipping Grapple.
Yep.
Discarding 4 colors.
Oh, I forgot about that mode. Yeah. Okay.
Then I draw my 2 for the strat.
That's fair.
Then,
yeah.
you like this? Then I put inverted on Grapple.
Yep.
Those are discarded. And then we'll send Brawn into Wheeljack.
I'm coming to bed soon.
Flipping 3. Oh, I forgot about Black Pips. Duh. Damn, that was good, actually.
So you hit it, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, let's get the arrow there.
Okay.
Well, so this is Brawn going in. He gets a lot of Pierce.
Yeah.
So he's the PS5. No, PS6 he achieves. And he achieved 7. So that's 7 PS6 is what he needed to take him out.
Oh, you got the Pierce 6. Yeah, if he had 1 less Pierce, I would have lived. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the fact there were Black Pips in the deck as well, so it was more than just the PS4 that he could have had.
Oh, I mean, I think that is tough for me to recover from. I'm
Yeah,
draw.
2 in one go.
Oh,
Cliffjumper runs.
Switch modes on Cliffjumper. So I do get +2, so I'm swinging 7. Yeah, I think I'll play the Fusion Borer, and I don't need to play anything else just to kill Grapple, because Pierce 3 kills him.
I do like the inverted on Grapple. The oranges are blues, but he only cares about 4 colors, so he's still got 4 colors.
Yep.
So that's a nice play.
It just flips. Yeah, you're still running the same. So okay, so it's.
Oh, but I'm in the other mode anyway, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, actually, that's a defensive 5. Ignoring the Pierce.
8, 9, Pierce 3. So the Pierce 3 still gets him.
Yeah, so that's gone. We'll shove that in my sideboard. Those are gone. And now I no longer care about the colors of my hand. So what I care about is the importance of this. But none of those matter.
I think... Oof. Because I assume you go with Fangry, and I probably can't kill Fangry in 1 hit.
And if you do kill Fangry in 1 hit, I'm attacking out with 2 people.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, the Grapple strat, I think, is in a very fun spot.
Yeah.
Red Alert, I want to compare to some other cards. It's tough when he's 7 stars and his stat line is worse than Night Racer.
That's where I got to. Was Red Alert felt good as a 0 star. I was like, it fleshes him out. It gives him something.
Yeah,
I'm going to totally play this as one battle card in my sideboard effectively, and him as a sideboard. And when someone brings out someone who's heavy secrets,
yeah,
I got Red Alert. And
yeah,
and
yeah. To
but
Christian's
seven
point,
star,
it's like I wonder if we compare him to Windcharger and figure out, okay, in this card's lineup, I play Windcharger and then I sideboard out Red Alert. Maybe we target like something specifically, and it's like you run this lineup and you can swap Windcharger and Red Alert if you need to as your sideboard and bump him up to like Windcharger levels.
what if it was more like Nightbird? When someone plays a secret, both players have to put a damage on someone.
Is that what Nightbird does?
Well, see, when you play an action with Nightbird, then the opponent has to put a damage somewhere. And so we're kind of going with Red Alert being a little bit hurts himself as well as his other team, so both
I
teams.
like that. Yeah, we could buff up his stats, like his health and his. He might get a significant health bump if he's. Well, I guess there's no reason to flip him at that point. But I do like the idea of any secret action played. What if it's.
Oh, so now I want to play my own secrets. And now, in fact, I want a bot mode that gives me extra plus attack when there are secrets out there.
Yeah.
Or maybe I feel like he doesn't want to become Pounce, right? Like making him Pounce for an Autobot Pounce is too much. So I think it needs to be for only when the opponent plays one. Because otherwise you cheat with him, right? You've got Red Alert and suddenly Pounce is expensive.
Yeah.
But if the Red Alert is when my opponent plays a secret action, both sides have to take a damage. So it's on my opponent's decision process. And if I flipped to bot mode and my opponent has secret actions out, I get +1, +2 for every secret action they have.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
maybe we just strengthen the Decipher effect a little bit, but give it your opponent a way to play around it.
Yeah, I think especially with the lower ones, that I think any card, the opponent needs to have decisions they can make. If there's no decision for an opponent to make, it's daring escape.
Yep.
Right? You're like, oh, I wish I sideboarded the one card that would have saved me.
But I think you're right, and Christian and Scorp are right that maybe he doesn't need the health boost, but like he sits in the sideboard because like in this match you don't need him. I would sideboard Windcharger immediately, and then Windcharger like that first turn when Red Alert punch Grapple. Now it's Windcharger punch and Grapple with base 7. Yeah, Christian, Red Alert is super paranoid. That's literally what his stratagem is called. He once cut off his own head and cryo-froze himself out of paranoia that someone was trying to kill him. So he faked his death by actually getting like super close to death. And in that was in the comics. And then in the original cartoon, Red Alert hasn't been in a ton of stuff. He's been in the G1 cartoon, and he was always suspicious of the Autobots as an Autobot, so everyone thought he was an asshole and paranoid. But then also, like, a broken clock is right 2 times a day. So he did catch Decepticons when they were doing creepy things because of how paranoid he was. And then I'm trying to think what else Red Alert has been in. Red Alert was in Energon, I think, but I don't remember that version of the character very much.
It's really weak in the comics. Did not show up much there.
Christian, you say Red Alert needs therapy. That was a significant plot point of the IDW1 comic universe. Red Alert and Rung. Rung was his therapist. I forgot where we were in the game. I think I just...
yeah, it was your turn. Cliffjumper vanished into your hand briefly and then came back.
Oh no, I killed Grapple, right? It's the untapped and it's your turn.
You killed Grapple with my turn. I drew a card, and the question was, am I sending Brawn in or Fangry? And Fangry is more killable, but at the same time, I want all this bold of giving him a fight for position.
Yeah.
So in he goes. Because you're still an 8, so you're still bigger than me.
8.
So 6. So he attacks for only 8. 8 PS2.
I mean, that's still 6 on him.
Yep.
Don't care about that. Yeah, Christian, the comics get like bundled up on digital editions pretty cheaply sometimes. I think there was a point when all of IDW1 was available for like $15 on Comixology. Draw for turn. Okay, so I do get to clappy back. And I don't think I get to play that, but I do play this.
Boom.
So I'm swinging 11 into Fangry.
I think I have health.
Yeah, you do have health, which is why I played 15. You never know what the flips are going to be.
Yeah. Okay, draw for the little guys.
So you could still, like, Braun did Pierce 6 last time.
With a bit of bold, unfortunately, that I'm not sitting on. When I saw the focus fires, that was earlier, and I'm sitting on a fight for position, so I'm like,
yep,
this one.
And I will say, I probably just absolutely misplayed Wheeljack's stratagem earlier. His stratagem is very strong, and I probably shouldn't have done it right away.
So I'm actually going to flip Braun, because I'm in this for the 2. Play the mission briefing, so I get 2 cards in hand.
Yes, Red Alert's current stratagem text activates for your secret action. No. Red Alert's current stratagem text activates for only enemy secret actions right now.
Yeah.
But we were talking about what if we let it activate for your secret actions. I still like tying it to a flip because that's what cards like to do. I don't know. We'll have to think about it more.
Yeah, I think like there were some early ones I had was flipping to was getting rid of them, counter espionage like.
Mm-hmm.
But that is having a permanent counter espionage that you sideboard back out and just sit and flip against the secrets characters.
Yep.
It's just too nice a way to mess them up. It's kind of like having gears, and you've got some of those specialist decks coming your way.
Yeah.
So I actually decided that I'm just going to tweak you a little bit this turn. Get a couple of Pierce, hopefully, on these. So that's a 4 PS2 there. So 4 PS3.
Come on, blue pips. You don't matter this turn. Yay! I'm going to take 3.
Okay, and then we'll send Braun in. Attacking for similar.
I think
we
that's...
And so he attacks for... So I flipped him, so he doesn't have any PS at the moment.
Oh, gotcha.
He's a 5 PS1.
Oh, why did he flip him?
My hand had very...
Card.
And so I wanted to flip him so I could use Mission Briefing to get 2 cards in hand. Because my hand... I was sitting on the Bashing Shield.
What was
and what I flipped him, I can't have anything good particularly, so that's...
5? You still win, I think.
5 PS1.
Yeah, good game.
Because the thought is, if you're going into Braun next, he's defending for... If we just pretend with a couple here. Okay, I only got 2, but at the very least, he'd be defending for 4. And I was hoping to defend for 6 with him.
So Christian, it's not worded that you ping for every... It's not purely decipher. The wording of the... Here, let me make it big, because this game's over. But let me... Oh, gosh dang it. Every time. Let me grab Red Alert. And then I'll show off 2 new things before I gotta go to bed. I got the signal from the wife-to-be. Okay, so here's Paranoia. It's when you flip Red Alert to alt mode and there's at least one enemy secret action, do 1 damage to each enemy character. So it doesn't stack. Like if you have 3 enemy secret actions, you wouldn't be pinging 3 on every character. I think that's far too strong, so that's not what Henry had in mind. The question we've had is, could it be just any secret action as long as you have something down? It does stack, it does synergize well with Pounce in that case. But maybe it becomes, what was the wording you suggested? If the enemy plays a secret action, then you do a damage to every character and it becomes like a Quake-like effect.
Yeah. Except it's the player choosing them. Like, the owner of them is choosing. So it's more of you get a couple of War of Attritions going out.
Yep.
So we're talking at a boosted 6-star character who's... It's painful, but it's not something that you're going to be like, I must take Red Alert out first.
Yes.
Unlike, say, Quake.
And obviously, these are early drafts of of stratagems, but I think right now we didn't find anything immediately broken, which is good. This is the first time I know Grapple's been played a couple times, but
Yeah,
it's the first time
people are
I
enjoying
played with Red Alert. It's the first time you played with Green Light. I do want to show off to chat real quick. Here is what I was talking about that I want to work on for. Oh, come on. Possible Junkion stratagems. So there's Bombshell. Red Alert's a blank character. There's also Bombshell, which is a blank character. And he's also the Insecticon that's never gotten love. Like Kickback and Scrapnel from the G1 cartoon got a lot of play. There was the 4 wide, Insecticons ran amok. But in Junkion, there's Chop Chop Wave 4. Is it Wave 4 Chop Chop?
Yes.
There is Barrage as a common, and then there's Bombshell as a common. Yeah, Christian, that is the thing on Red Alert. We want to try and balance lore and like effectiveness in a list. So for Bombshell, the idea is, can we make 3 wide Insecticons in Junkion something pretty feasible? And these effects might be a little too strong. So the first one is Cerebro Shell, where when you flip Bombshell, you can ping your own Bombshell for 2, and you get a ready for action, essentially. This is another one that needs to be tested. It hasn't been tested yet. But I like the idea of Insecticons hurting themselves to get an effect. And then the other idea was Insecticon Syndrome, named after an episode where the Insecticons attack a power plant and they get real strong, but they have adverse effects after them. So that one, it still targets Bombshell, so you cannot play both stratagems. They would both cost a star. But for that one, when an Insecticon attacks, you can ping it for 1 and gain an attack bonus of some sort. So that's kind of where my head's at, is giving Insecticons in the Junkion format a way to speed up the game state. I'm still not 100% sure where I want to go with it. I know the Insecticon Syndrome works with Scrapnel, because if you flip a green, you can heal him for 1. So he essentially gets the attack buff for free. That's something I definitely want to test out. I have a list for it, but I gotta test these out. And yeah, I'll drop these into the Junkion the playtesting chat after we hop off tonight.
I think the syndrome there, we should probably lose the 1 health, right? Like if he's already getting +3 health from the general one.
No, he's not getting +3.
Your Insecticons have +3 health. Is that what it is? Oh, is that +1?
Just +1.
Okay.
Yeah.
My concern there is that there's two like mental things that you have to get in your head, that the card's giving health to everyone +1 and +1 to Bombshell.
That's a good point.
And another +1. I don't like the I forget the phrase I keep using
for it. Stacks, yeah.
Well, it's the amount that you have to put in your head to remember what the card does,
mental
and there's just
load.
too much. Yeah, there's too much mental load with 2 different health stats.
We could probably word it better, but you might be right. It might be worth just getting rid of his health. But his other stats seem fine, so I don't want to buff any of those and just give Insecticons a +1, kind of like how Dinobots get a +2. But yeah, so that's kind of, these are some stratagems that we're working on. And then if you guys, whoever's been watching, if you're enjoying what we're doing, there's more testing and stuff going on in the Discord. And there's the Facebook group, so we've got new characters and battle cards and stuff revealed for people to play test and give us feedback on. And yeah, I think that's good feedback already. I'll tweak the Insecticon Syndrome before play testing it, and then yeah, we'll move forward from there. So thanks again, everyone, for watching. Henry, thanks for joining me. I'm glad we were finally able to do this. Hopefully, we can do it again soon.
Yes, this was a lot of fun.
Yep. And I think we've definitely learned some stuff. We've already got some tweaks we want to make. Green Light, or not Green Light, Grapple feels in a pretty good spot, especially with that deck list. Green Light, I think there's value in tweaking the list. Red Alert, I want to think about. I like some of the suggestions thrown out there for how to tweak that strat.
I agree.
All right, guys.